Nope, I blew it. I blew it. I blew it completely. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I completely and totally blew it. I had everything ready, as I always have. I've got everything ready this time. I'm not gonna screw this one up. You just watch and see. But I completely blew it. I blew it, it's my fault. And I'm sorry about that. I really am. So we're gonna do a little bit of a low-key stream today. And the reason is I have been pretty busy. And I apologize for being so busy. I adjusted the light there, so it'd be a little bit more natural looking. Yeah, so. First things first, let's talk about. I've got some news, but I don't want to tell you yet. Oh, that's right. I gotta move this. I had the mobile cam propped up here today, on top of, because having one face cam wasn't enough for what I was doing, so I needed two. So I guess I do have some news-ish. But I don't want to talk about it yet because I'm not ready yet. Not ready to talk about it yet. But we are going to talk about it soon. Why is it on? Because having one face cam wasn't enough. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going through. I had to do some modifying earlier. And so now I'm just making sure I got everything where it needs to be. And I'm almost ready. I thought I was going to be more prepared. I really did. There's an echo. Why is there an echo? Why is there an echo? There shouldn't be an echo. Is there something else picking up my voice, maybe? Which camera am I on? I'm on this camera? There's an echo. Oh, that's why. Okay, I can fix that. Fix that. We want to use only that. Okay. Let's see if that fixes the echo. I'm probably gonna have to do this for everyone, aren't I? I bet I am. Bet I'm gonna have to. Nope, that one's good. Sorry, I'm just going through all of my cameras right now. Yep, that one's good. Why did that one switch over? Okay, doesn't matter. I have fixed it. I have fixed the problem. Yeah, so a couple of things I want to talk about right out of the gate. This guy. This is the Creality Spider hot end that I bought not too long ago. I bought it for that one, right? That's over there printing away quite happily right now. And let me go ahead and I'm going to pull up. There's still an echo. This is the Creality Spider hot end that I bought not too long ago. I don't know why there's an echo. So, let me pull this thing up. I don't know what's going on with the echo. I legitimately don't. I couldn't tell you. I have no clue. No clue at all. But this guy right here, this guy. Creality all metal hot end, the Spider, blah, blah, blah. For those of you guys that are into 3D printing, do not waste your money or your time in any kind of way, shape, and or form it is still, it is a complete and total waste of money. It genuinely is. It is by far garbage. Complete garbage. Do not get this guy. Don't. I don't care what they say. This thing is complete and total garbage. I have literally fought this thing from top to bottom. I have fought it and fought like the first couple of prints. The first couple of prints I did with it was great. And then after that, straight down the toilet. Straight and complete down the toilet garbage. Like it was clogging on everything. I thought it was my filament. I tried everything. But it is complete and total garbage. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your money at all. What I can recommend though, so far, is this guy. This is the Haldis 3D Red Lizard V3 Pro V6 hot end. This thing so far has been surprisingly good so far. It appears to be a good solid product all the way around. I also usually print with, give me 1 second. Let me do this one, transition, mute the microphone. Okay, and I am back. My sincere apologies. I had a bit of a work call I had to take there. So I am sorry about that. Okay, so back to what we were doing. So also, while I was, while I usually buy, back to the 3D printing thing, yeah, this spider hot end here from Creality, complete and total garbage. Do not waste your money on it. Nothing but problems. There are no spare parts. It does not fit well. Your cooler will not fit over it. Just nothing but problems is all you will have out of this thing. It's obscene, genuinely obscene. I still have another. I'm picking up audio from something else and it's driving me up the wall. Really is. I've got to find out. It's driving me crazy. Your cooler will not fit over it. Just nothing but problems is all you will have out of this thing. It's obscene.
I still have another.
Oh, I know exactly what it is.
Something else is dry.
I bet that's it. I bet that's it. I'm pausing for a second to be quiet to see. Yep. Yep. Yep, that fixed it. Okay, so I got live chat running over here on this side. And with live chat running, for some reason, I don't know, it's back feeding through the desktop audio, playing for you guys where you could hear it, which, I mean, I guess could be cool. But you don't want to deal with that. Okay, so anyway, yeah, this thing, so I want to go and explain a little bit. So first off, there are no parts for this guy. None. There are no parts. You can't get new heater blocks, you can't get the tube for the inside, which I talked about that before. You can't even get nozzles for it at all. And I will say this, the nozzle that comes with this guy immediately wore out. Like, it's not brass, I don't know what it is, but it wore out to, it's probably every bit of like a 0.8 right now. And all I ran through it was PLA, straight up PLA, which is horrible. So if you're into 3D printing, do not buy this. The only redeeming quality is that it does come with a K-type thermocouple, so that will work straight with your board. But for the 50 bucks, it was garbage. I also had to drill out both of the two bolts right here, both of these two bolts. Come on, focus. Focus, there you go. I had to drill out both of these two bolts on either side. They were countersunk way down inside of here, but I had to drill them out and then put three, and then I had to thread in the entire hot end way down here, which you guys will never see on screen, I doubt. But I had to drill it out and then tap new threads to put 3mm bolts in it just to keep it from coming loose on itself. Complete garbage. Don't waste your money. I will say, I want to go back to it. Okay, so this guy, let me transition over to this. This guy right here, so this guy has, if you look right here where I'm hovering, you see those two bolts? So they don't go through this block, right? They don't go through this block at all. This block attaches as a block should on the screw, or on the nozzle itself, connecting up into the end of, you see that gold portion inside? So yeah, this red part is hollow, and this part right here is actually where you feed through. So it's got like dual cooling on it. It also will take a thermocouple on it. I'm trying to find a better, they don't really have a better picture of it. But yeah, this one seems thus far so much better than what I was working with. Yeah, definitely if you're gonna buy one, this is much better than the Creality Spider. Don't buy the Creality Spider, it's garbage. So normally I print with PLA, Overture PLA. Usually I use the PLA Pro, which I don't know if I can find it. PLA Plus, PLA Pro, same thing. Yeah, normally I use this stuff right here, PLA Pro. It's got a much better printing. It is incredibly accurate. I don't use, this is pretty much it. Pretty much all I use. And I've used some cheaper stuff in the past from like Gizmo Dorks and everywhere else. But I really like the Overture brand. However, lots of people have been recommending, and I have been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. But Overture had gotten so stinking expensive that I just couldn't bring myself to buy it. So I'm trying this eSun PLA Plus right now. And from my first prints so far. It is doing shockingly well. As a matter of fact, one piece is printed and done. Let me grab him off the printer real quick. If I can without destroying it. Oh my God, I broke it. I don't know if I broke it or not. Yep. We're just gonna pause that print right there. You know what? We're just gonna stop. I ruined it. I messed it up. That is completely and totally 100% my fault. So, so what I did, that came out remarkably good. Remarkably good. Absolutely remarkably good. That sucks. So I was printing a toothbrush holder for the wife and I, because I hate our current toothbrush holder. I'm just cleaning the edges up before I go showing it off. So this is actually the disc door cover, the PS2. I know I had made the blue one and had showed you guys the blue one and had every intention of using the blue one, but I got this black PLA in because I try to keep black PLA in, and I thought, well, since I have to print this other thing, I'm gonna print it in black. I wanted to test this filament out, and so I thought, well, I do need a black door cover for the PS2, so I'll just go ahead and print one. Wow. Okay, I'm actually thoroughly impressed by it. I really genuinely am. I may have a new PLA, new filament brand that I like. I genuinely might. I've tried several others and I just did not like them. But this seems to be incredibly good quality for PLA. This would be good. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to glue this guy on here. But if you guys can see that up close and come on, focus, focus. You see that? It's trying to focus on me, not the part. Maybe if I move out of the way. No, it's just not going to do it, is it? As long as I keep my finger here, it'll focus on it, won't it? However, having said that, you guys can't really see, but layer line wise, this thing is beautiful. What a very nice piece this is. Never mind that at the bottom. Never mind that. So when I went over there to touch it, I lifted up the build plate a little bit, and when I did, it shifted position because it was no longer in the proper position. This thing looks great. Absolutely great. Wow. Nice. Okay. So that's enough of the 3D printer conversation. We're not gonna continue that conversation anymore. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. So I guess what I want to get into first is we'll switch over here to the mobile cam. Move him back just a wee little bit. So I went out to the wife's car because I had bought a bundle of consoles. You guys may remember the conversation I had with Harry Tornado a couple weeks back. I had picked these up from him, and I had left a bunch of them out in the car, out in the trunk of our car, because I didn't have anywhere inside to bring them, so I just left them in the trunk of our car. Having said that, I want to, I'm gonna give you a word right now, and I want everybody to remember this. This is important. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna give you a word. I want you to remember this word. This word's gonna be important. So, the word is going to be, let's pick a word. Let's pick a word. Let's pick a word. Let's choose entertainment. Entertainment. Entertainment is going to be the word. So the reason for entertainment is because either this week, maybe this weekend, or next week, maybe next week, maybe, I'm going to do a huge sale for consoles. I have two bins full of consoles that need to go. They need to go. I don't have room for them anymore. I built them, I bought them and restored them and all that stuff, but it's full of stuff. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to give a discount for all of my YouTube subscribers, okay? I'm gonna put a video out about it, and in order to get the discount, you're gonna have to watch the video, you're gonna have to be a subscriber, and all that stuff, and that's gonna be for 5% off. For another 10% off, you're going to have to message me on Twitter that word. We're not going to repeat it again. I've said it. That's the word. Okay? So that means that you guys are going to have to watch this video to get that word that I said, that I'm not going to say again. Okay? So you're going to have to message me on Twitter the word so you can get an extra 10% off. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. But let's get back to this. Let's get back to this guy. I want to give a big, huge shout out to my wonderful wife, by the way. My normal wireless mic that I use, there's nothing wrong with it, except for it's dead. And I'm always having to fight with charging batteries and everything else. But she bought me a wired lav mic that I've been using over here. And so I've been using that one. So we're gonna dive into not this one. So at any rate, yeah. So these PlayStations right here, we're gonna flip this up. I've done quite a bit of work on the Holy Grail Game Gear, and now it is sitting over there collecting dust in pieces, glossing over that. We're not even gonna talk about it right now because I really thought I had found the solution, and then it turned out that I did not find the solution, or at least I don't know. However, I picked this up from Harry Tornado, right? This guy right here, okay? All right, and so it came with, it came in a bundle, and I had actually forgotten that there were two PlayStations that came in that bundle. I had forgotten all about it. And so when I went to pick them up out of the car, I went, holy crap, there's 2 PS1s in here, or original Playstations in here. I'm gonna look, I'll work on these tonight. So this is a mega memory card. I haven't seen one of these before, and this is a memory card. This is a memory card times 2. And I think it's got a push button so you can switch in between. So it's basically 2 memory cards, you can hot swap between them. And then this one is a mega, okay? This one's got like a clear lid on it. We're gonna open this up. We're gonna open this up first. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just slide this up there. We're gonna open this guy up first. I'm very curious about what's inside of this. We're gonna clean it up too, but I wanna look inside of it. Jankiest screws known to man. These screws suck. I don't know if it works. So there's that. I should probably move the mobile cam to where my hands aren't directly in front of it, huh? It could be helpful. Let's see here. So let's see. Okay. It's got like a catch up here. There it is. There it is. Okay. So it's got a clock. The pins don't look too bad. The pins don't look too bad in it. I mean, they're a little janky. There we go. I want to see what we're looking at. Holy cow, it's got an LCD display in it. So you know which block you're on. Okay, that's actually cool. That's actually really cool. Can you guys see how janky those pins look though? So it's got a clock, and that's just as jankily soldered on. Can you guys see how that's soldered on there? That's just horrid. This is our LCD. These are going to be our LCD pins right up here. Matter of fact, let me get my pointy thingy out. So these are going to be our pins for our LCD, right? This is going to be our memory. This is going to be our controller. And this is probably going to be, this is going to be our LCD driver. Okay, so this thing officially is very cool. I thought this thing was going to be janky and suck, but that's actually very cool. I am a little bit concerned about our contacts. I really am. But online best service toothbrush to the rescue. Oh, those cleaned up nice. Just a little isopropyl. Those things cleaned up beautifully. Excellent. Just doing a little bit of cleaning. This thing wasn't too, I mean, it was janky, but it wasn't horrible. Yeah, look at that. Look how good those came out looking. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Let's set him over there. I'm just gonna brush down the inside of this guy. So I'm gonna kind of do this stream tonight is just gonna kind of be low-key. I don't know how deep we're gonna get into anything. I don't know. You never know. It doesn't have a brand on it that I saw. Stupid thing. Just says mega memory card. That's all it says on the front of it. It's just mega memory card. I need some paper towels is what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to get up and get some. Yep, I gotta go get some paper towels. Other than the dirt and the grime on it, it ain't bad. I don't know anything about it. I don't know who makes it. I'll be right back. Let me go grab some couple paper towels. Okay, I may not have grabbed a couple. I may have grabbed a whole roll, but you know. I do tend to go through a lot of paper towels. But you kind of got to, don't you? I'll bet you money we could take this guy right here and polish him up and you know what I'm going to? I mean, I'm not going to do it now. I'm not going to do it now, but I bet you could. I bet if you took and polished this, like with the McGuire's plastic polish, because this comes out. I might do that now. I said I wasn't going to do it now. If I can get him out like that. There it is. I wasn't gonna, but I changed my mind. Since I changed my mind, we're gonna need another paper towel. We're gonna polish this guy up. He's got a little scuff on him. We can't be having that. I bet it polishes up and looks beautiful. Bet it does. That ought to be more than enough. I am out of my acryl or acrylics or whatever it is. I think it's acryl. I'm out of it. Hoo-hoo. I could hook my drill up to this thing, and I bet I could make this thing look like $1,000,000. Look at that. Yes, it's still got a scuff on it. Yes, it does. But just look at how good it looks. I bet with my drill attachment, I bet I could hook this up and get rid of that scuff. By the way, little pro tip for you guys, a good paper towel, these are bounties, but a good paper towel is actually very good for your first polishing pass or your first cleaning pass with a polishing compound for plastics. Whether it's headlight restoration or whatever else, paper towels are excellent because they're slightly abrasive, and that little slight abrasiveness is actually very good because it helps to let the, come on, I want to be gentle with it. There it is, got it. That slight abrasiveness really helps. Look at how good that looks now. Look at that. Never mind the scuff. Look at that. Doesn't that look so much better? That does look much better. Very happy with that now. So this guy has to sit in here this way. This guy has to come over here this way. These are like these screws are like a 1.5. They're not like a Phillips 1 and they're not like a Phillips 0. They're like a Phillips 1.5, which is surprisingly odd. only using plastic polish on this because I don't know, it's got like a weird feel to it. Normally I would not use plastic polish on this, but got like a strange feel to it. So we're gonna, that came out fine. I really dig this thing. Really do. I really dig this thing. This thing's awesome. Now I kind of feel obligated, slightly obligated to open the other one up. Even though it's just now you can actually see, if you look in behind it, you can see the LCDs back there. That's so cool. Okay, that's very cool. We're gonna put him up there. You kind of have tempted now. Let's take this one apart. This is Performance. You guys remember these guys? Do you remember them? Memory card 2X something for, I don't know. You always want to be careful, by the way, anytime you're cleaning or restoring around a sticker, be very careful. Be very careful, please. I bet this one isn't nearly as cool inside. I bet it's not. These are definitely Phillips number ones though, so that's cool. Let's see what we got. Okay, so this one had actual little catches all the way up top. Janky. Oh my God, look at this mess. Look at the resistor mess on this guy down here. Look at that blob of garbage. And you know what's bad? Like you guys are not, there's no way you'll be able to see it. Maybe you can. Yeah, you can see it right there in the light. You see that line underneath there on the board? You see that? That's how it was designed. Oh my God. And it's the same thing underneath here. It's like supposed to be a jumper. And over here. That is garbage. Look at the back of this board. This board is so thin, you can see the traces through it. You can see the controller right here through it. This thing is garbage. Complete garbage. Jeez Louise. They sold these. They sold these. We bought them. I say we, I mean, I don't remember buying one of these, but what good does epoxying the top of your controller chip do when you can just see it from the bottom? I don't know if I got my microscope activated. I did. I didn't get it activated in time. But like, I bet you I could put this underneath because you can see the traces. Let's see if I can get it just the right light. Yeah, there you go, look at that. You can see where the traces are going on it. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Jeez. I just, some of the stuff, man. This, watch this memory card right here. Watch it be worth like $4,000. Watch. I'm over here making fun of it. Oh, that's like the best memory card anybody ever made. No, no, sir. No, sir. This one right here, this one was way cooler. Way cooler. Don't care what anybody says. I just shocked. I'm shocked. So, how did you guys tell me this? Tell me this. I mean, I want a little bit of honesty here. I do. I legitimately do. So the other day I did a stream of me playing LSPDFR. I want to know what you guys thought. What'd you think? Tell me, seriously, tell me what you thought. I want to know. Very curious. I enjoyed it, and after the stream, I'm just wiping. This thing's got so much. This is gonna need an actual clean. Like I'm gonna have to disassemble it, clean the plastics and all that crap. But before I went flipping it around too much on my console here, I wanted to at least wipe it down. So this is a 5500. This is a good one. I mean, other than it's nasty, this is a good one though. This is the one you want. This is the one you want right here. SCPH 5501. This is the one you want. Excellent. I don't remember what the other one was. What is the other one? Let's see. This is a 9000. This is a 9000 series. 9000s are good. They're the later revisions. They've got all the upgrades. So I'll say this: the 9000s are really good because they've got all the hardware revisions in them that Sony did later on, right? That Sony did later on, but they're not as moddable. By far, they're not as moddable as the 5000s. So if I can switch over, I'll show you. That right there, that SCPH 5501, that's the one you want right there. That's the one you want, for sure. For sure. Okay, it's got all of our screws out. Let's find out what it looks like inside. That's not bad. It is a dirty boy in here. She is a very, very, very dirty boy. This one even has the voltage regulator on it, which is incredibly handy. However, the caps look to be in pretty good shape. Rubicon caps. I hate Rubicon caps. I hate them. The fuse isn't blown, so that's good. So when I'm cleaning one of these consoles up, I stick the screws back in them where they go, but before I go reassembling it, I take all the screws and I put them in an ultrasonic cleaner over there and give them the old ultrasonic bath. I had a guy message me the other day. Super cool guy. I'm not going to give any names out. I disk drive doesn't look bad. Actually, it looks clean. The disk drive looks good. This thing looks like it's in good shape. Anyway, so he messaged me the other day wanting to get all this work done, which I, of course, support, and just kind of asking me prices. And I think he was a little caught off guard by how expensive modifying, like he wanted a lot of work done, a lot. And I think he was a little taken back by, why is there a trim pot on the board? So I can tell you this, when you get into modifying, when I say modifying, I don't mean restoring, okay? Like he wanted full recaps and cleaning and all that stuff, which is fine. That's absolutely sure, you know. But then he wanted to go into like doing OS. I don't know. He wanted SD EMUs on them with HDMI outputs, up converters, and everything else. And like, man, when you get into doing that stuff gets so expensive, you know. And yeah, you know, my price gets expensive to do that work, you know. I'm a little bit cheaper than some, and I'm more expensive than others, and you know, but the reason is the skill required to do the work at this level is obscene. The skill required is absolutely obscene. Like recapping this board is easy, relatively. That's easy, there's nothing to that, right? But when you get into modding this board, I'm gonna show you. That's why I'm getting all these out. I'm gonna show you. And I wanted to look underneath it too, but I'm fixing to show you why, okay? So, for reference, you see that chip underneath there? Chip underneath there? Do you see how big my tweezers are compared to that? Okay, my tweezers. Now, for reference, there's my tweezers. Now, for further reference, for giggles, where's it at? Let me find it. I put it down just a minute. There it is. I'm gonna pull out a 0.4 millimeter pin. Okay? So, this, you guys can't, let me switch over to it. You can't even see it. This is 0.4 millimeter pin. Okay? It's so fine that if I don't lay it flat on my hand, it won't, like the screen won't even focus on it. Okay? So that's that guy. There's my tweezer, okay? Here's the 0.4 millimeter pin, little cleaner pin beside it, okay? Now, watch this, okay? I'm trying to get this as close up as I can get him. And focus. And focus. Focus. Now, if you guys notice, the pin legs on these are smaller than that 0.4 millimeter tip cleaner right there. Smaller than that. Okay? So if I come up here to this guy, right here. Yes, there we go. Here is my 0.4 millimeter. It will barely fit in between, and on some of them it won't. Okay? It won't fit. It won't go in between them. Okay? That's how small this stuff is, right? So here's some traces. Okay? Come down here, where are we? Right here. Our traces are smaller than the 0.4 millimeter. Our 0.4 millimeter pin will not go through the via. Okay? It won't go through the via. 0.4 millimeters will not go through the via. Why is it expensive? Why does it cost so much? I have to solder a wire. I have to solder a wire with a soldering iron, okay, to something so small, so thin. I mean, the amount of skill involved in it is mind-boggling. So that's why it's expensive. Sorry, it is time for me to take some medications. What is today? Thank you. It's Wednesday. All right. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a quick break for a few minutes, and then I will be right back, and we will get back into work with this. So I'll be right back. Okay, all right, all right. Yeah, dude, those things are tiny, man. They are tiny. Absolutely tiny and very difficult to work on. So we're back. All right. Back is always good. All right. So getting back to this. All right. Yes. Very, very, very small components. So let's see here. First thing that I want to do is, where can I put this? Down there looks acceptable. I want to fire up some gear. I want to take a real close look at this board. I need more light. I can't see. I really wish my microscope was not being a jerk. It's really not its fault, it's my fault. It's my fault. I turned it on and I switched it over, but it didn't switch over, if that makes sense. So I guess we're just gonna have to do this the old way. Oh, wow, okay. This one had bugs in it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let me get a vacuum. Bought it. I know what I'm dragging. Can't ever have anything nice. Can't have anything nice. Back. So we're gonna have to heat up. That's what it's gonna bring this guy. And what we're gonna have to do is do this the old school way. Where I switch over to the top down camera. My microphone back. There you go. Our top down view. So, what we have here is right here in this corner, okay? You see this solder joint? You guys can't see that. Let me bring him up here. Tilt him further down this way. I know you still can't see. I'm working on it. Just be patient with me. Now I can kill this light. Now I can kill this light. You still can't see it, can you? Come on. A little bit more. Now we can both see. So right down here on the corner of this little metal guy right here, okay? This metal heat shield that you see where my finger is, right? All the way around this in various places, you'll see these little tacks. Okay, there's one underneath this edge right here. And there's one. There's a couple on the other side. So we got to remove all of that nastiness. so that we can get this off. This is just soldered to the ground plane on this. And there's a bunch of different ways to deal with it, none of which are incredibly fun. Because these are big ground planes. So if you're at home, okay, if you're at home and you have a cheap, and I don't mean that negatively, but a cheap soldering iron, like, you know, something that's like, I don't know, a little 15, 20, 30 watt Weller or whatever else, these are really gonna give you a challenge. And I actually would tell you, I don't even recommend messing with them, because you're gonna need something with some serious power to get rid of these guys, to clean these out. So we're gonna start with some Flux. Trying to get this to where it'll be stationary enough for you guys. See that little move right there? It's pro. That is pro level move right there. I'll show you that again. So I just went in, where did my flux go? I literally just had it. So I'm just gonna come in here with a little bit of flux. I'm gonna come in here with some fresh leaded solder. Okay, I'm gonna heat this ground plane up really hot. Grab my desoldering gun. Okay, I'm gonna remove all of that. I'm gonna keep working around the board. I am having to do this backwards from the way that I would normally do it, but I'm doing this for you guys. What this solder does is it helps the existing solder to melt. Helps the existing solder to melt. Now we've got to deal with our copper tape. And we're going to be very gentle with it. Very, very, very gentle with it. You guys are watching up in the mobile cam up top. We're removing this copper tape. This is an EMI shield, but it's got copper on top of it. Well, it's a plastic shield, but it's EMI as well. Okay, so we cleared that one for the most part. Keep working around our board. We don't have any more. Okay, so now we're gonna start back. Oh, we got this one right here to deal with. I almost forgot about him. Okay, same process. We're gonna come in and heat the area up. Get the existing solder flowing real good. Get our desoldering gun. Come in here and pull that little move right there off. Okay, now, what we're gonna do, clean our tip off. We're gonna heat this guy up, and I've got my finger right here. I don't know if you guys, let me move this mobile cam around here. Can you guys see where my finger's at right here, underneath this edge? So I'm gonna come in, okay? I'm gonna heat this guy up. I'm just gonna lift him with my finger, okay? See that right there? How I just heated him up enough to lift him? And we're gonna follow this around to our next solder pad, which is right here on this front corner. I'm gonna grab somewhere, find a good spot to get a finger on it. We're just gonna heat him up. Okay, we're not forcing, we're just putting a slight bit of pressure. That's all, just a little bit of pressure. And letting the solder melt and letting it do the work. That one actually goes all the way through, but we got him out. This one's wanting to be a pain. Oh, because we've got the both of them. I forgot about it. We've got both of them. So, since we've got both of them, let's start with the side that can be done the easiest, that side. Let's go ahead and lift him up and give him a second. Let the solder down there cool. We can keep our thumb, where I've got my thumb over here on this side, if you guys see. Okay, in the mobile cam view, okay? We can keep our hand in the same spot. Okay. Now, oh, we've got the one, I forgot the one in the middle. I forgot the one right smack dab in the middle. Okay, that's no problem. That's no problem. What we're gonna do, this one's a little bit tougher to get to. Okay, I'm just gonna get him real hot. Do my best to keep him real hot. And lift. Lift with him hot. This one over here decided to be a jerk. Re-stick down. This guy right here, it's no problem. There we go, done. So now we've got that plate off. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna come in here and reflow all of these pads. We're gonna reflow them all with some fresh leaded solder, okay? And we're gonna do that for a reason. We wanna be able to clean this off all the way. And so we're just gonna flow some fresh leaded solder on these pads, okay? Beautiful, beautiful. Spin around to this side. This is our through hole one, all the way up here. Just like that. To there. And then we've got to do one more right here. Just like that. Beautiful. Now what we're gonna do, now that we've got some fresh leaded solder on it, we're gonna take our desoldering gun. It should be hot enough. Okay. Come over here to this one. Same thing. Now remember, this is a ground plane, so this takes a lot of heat. Okay. Remember, these are big pads. Look at that, beautiful. Got a couple more. Now you could do this with solder wick, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've done it with solder wick in the past. It can be done, and it's a perfectly reasonable way to do it. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. The only reason this solder pad is so big, he's going to require a little help. The reason that I chose not to go with the soldering, with a solder stuff, solder wick. The reason that I chose not to go with solder wick on this one had nothing to do with anything in particular. Nothing at all to do with anything in particular, other than I just happen to have my desoldering gun already heated up. Okay, let's slide the microscope out of the way and shut him off so we don't kill the battery. We'll move the top-down camera back just a little bit. Shed a little bit of light on the subject. And we're gonna clean this board up real well. The mobile cam propped up just so. He said just so, not falling over. He said just so. There we go. So we're gonna clean this board. And before we go any further, we're gonna clean it. And the reason is, first off, we want to get any of that flux off the board. But we also need to do an inspection on this board. We need to find out for 100% if there are any broken traces or anything at all wrong with this board. Okay? We want to ensure that there is nothing wrong with him before we go sending power to it and all the rest of that, right? So I see something right off the bat that has caught my eye and I'm curious about. I'm curious enough, I'm fixing to go look into it. I see a discoloration, okay? I want you guys, while I'm scrubbing, to take a look and see if you see the same discoloration. I see it even on this side of the board. You guys see that? You guys see the discoloration in it? So, if you didn't pick up on it, I'm fixing to show you where it's at. Very interesting location. So if you look how light green all of this is, but you get over here, and this is like a goldish color, right in here where my hand is. Let me switch over to the mobile cam. And I'll bring the camera down here where you guys can get a little bit better view of it. So, if you look, right here in this area, see that's a little bit more golden? And then there's also some right here, okay? And if we flip our board over, we have the same thing here, same thing here, okay? When you look over the rest of the bottom of the board, you don't see that, but once we back away a little bit, you can see this area and this area right up here have that funnier look to them, okay? And once we zoom out a little bit, you can see it here too. Again, right in here and right in here. So, here is the thing. It's easy to spot things like bad traces. And I say it's easy. The reason I cleaned the board was so that I could spot things like bad traces. But what this right here tells me, I'm using Flux cleaner now, is that we've got a problem. We have a lot of heat being generated. That right there is heat discoloration. Now, it is entirely possible, probably even, that what we've got is like a bad MOSFET or something else going on. But this board in this particular area has gotten hot over time. So now I want to get the microscope back out. I'm going to get the microscope back out. We're going to take another look at this guy, because I don't like that. Switch over. Get the old mobile cam back where you guys can see. So, right around this chip, let me kill this light. Kill this light. Kill this light too? Yes. We've got another hot spot right over here. So what I'm doing is I'm just looking. This area right in here seems to be where the most heat was. Right in here. And I'm just trying to look at our traces. Probably gonna break out the meter. We're gonna take some readings. looks like. These two capacitors right here could be bad. So what I want to do is I actually want to come from here. And I want to check for tone. So what I'm doing right now is I'm examining and testing. Okay, so I'm looking in the area over here at the components. Okay, I'm looking at the traces, I'm looking at the components. I'm looking for anything that's shorted. Just visually looking the whole thing down. Come over here and look in this area too. Just looking at our discoloration. What failed the MOSFET? What failed the MOSFET? Don't know. What? What? M05. That linear voltage regulator right there. I'd be willing to bet you money. We're on Mauser. Oh, of course it's all in Japanese. Does it have anything else on it? Let's see here. 74, 77, little K5. Dunno. Rabbit hole right here is what this is. Got a rabbit hole. I know I can buy one. Thanks, Mauser. Come on, Hitachi, come through for me. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20, and 24 volts. All right, here we go. I'll bet you money. I'll bet you money it's our linear voltage regulator. I'd be willing to bet it is. Now what caused that to fail? I don't know. But I would be willing to bet you money that our linear voltage regulator here is what failed. Try to get you guys a better view. If I come out even further. That ain't so bad. And 3 is tied. What is that? That is a little ball of solder. See that? Now that is very interesting. Where, oh where, oh where did you come from? Just looking at I'm looking at my tweezers to make sure I didn't lose him. There's a little ball of solder hanging around right in there. That was very interesting. Where did he come from? Switch over here to capacitance. Three hundred and 345 microfarads. That's not right. That's not right. $6,000 microfarads? That's supposed to be 22, dude. Okay. $900 microfarads? Yeah. Okay. Enough of all of that. So guess what we're working on the next video? Since this was just gonna be a low-key stream anyway, we're gonna have to fix this guy for sure. I was hoping we'd get lucky, right? And we'd just be able to, you know, look at it a little bit and find out what was up. So I guess now we know what we're working on the next one. That's awesome. because I really was not, I really, really wasn't in the mood to fix anything anyway. No, yeah. So that sucks, dude, because that's a 5,000 board, man. That's the, no big deal. So we got to recap this board. We got to do some circuit finding. We're probably going to have to replace that 17 or 78 M05. We're probably going to have to replace that guy, if I had to guess, or the 17 8 M05. We're probably going to have to replace him. That linear voltage regulator is only supposed to be putting out 5 volts. If I had to guess, I'd say something shorted, and he is no longer putting out 5 volts. We could do a little voltage injection on him, and we probably will on the next stream. We'll do a little voltage injection, find out where our hotspot is and what's, something has heated the crap out of that board. That's no good. That's no bueno. Anyway, enough of all of that. So, remember that word. Don't forget that word. Don't forget that word. Okay? You're gonna have to, we're not gonna tell you where it's at. I'm not gonna put like it's here. So yeah, but don't forget that word, because soon you're gonna need that word. All right? Beyond that, I guess that's where I'm gonna wrap it up tonight. And probably in a couple of days, maybe Friday, maybe Saturday, we're gonna come back in and fix this guy. I don't know if I may have to buy a cap kit for it, because I don't think I have any aluminum S&D caps. I don't think I have any. Not a big deal. I'll pick some up. No big deal. We will also look at the other one, and later this week I'm going to do another LSPDFR stream, because the first one was not real great and I had some trouble with my computer, but I think I got it figured out, thanks to some very helpful people in the community. So yeah, there you go. All right, cool. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to bed. I'm tired, man. It's been a long week. And we will see you guys for sure on the next one. Thanks for watching.